Hi guys, and welcome to the third episode of the Burton Sales Banter channel, the place where I, Christian Burton, founder of Pipeline Upgrade, will be sharing with you all the best tips and tricks that you need to succeed. Now, on today's episode, I'm going to be focused on a formula for success that I've actually personally been using for over 10 years, so I can guarantee it will work if you put it into action. And it's a formula that actually came from my old business. It was a formula created by its founder, Dr Inamori, multi-billionaire turned Buddhist. It's a long story, I'll let you look into it, but a great guy who's done tremendously well. And just before we get started, I'd actually like to dedicate this episode to two prior mentors of mine, KYOCERA and Graham Cox, who are now enjoying their retirement, from what I understand, well deserved. So this episode is in dedication to you guys. Thank you very much for sharing this knowledge with me. It really changed my life, like I said, and this episode is dedicated to you guys. So let's get started. Now, as always, we're going to start with a simple question for you to consider, and that is, have you ever wondered why the honeymoon period happens? Now, I'm not talking about when you go to the Caribbean with your partner and you have tequilas on the beach. I'm talking about those first 2 to 3 months when all of a sudden everything's going right for you, your results are going through the roof, you're making the other existing team members envious because they can't quite understand how you've got this magic where everything's just going right for you. But sadly, after month 4, 5, your results start taking a dip and you can't really understand why. And all you want to do is get back to where you were. This formula is actually going to show you why that happens. And once you understand why it happens, we're going to be able to avoid it happening and get back on track. Now, Dr Inamori attributed success to 3 main elements: your ability, your effort, and your attitude. Now, I've just drawn up an example here of a telemarketer joining a business. So the interesting thing is your ability can either go from 0 to 10. You either know something or you don't. So in this case, perhaps we have 50% of the product knowledge that we need because we're still fairly new. You either make a phone call or you don't, as far as your effort in that type of role. You can't unmake a phone call. Or your attitude, on the other hand, it can either be positive or it can be negative. It's the only thing out of the 3 that can be positive or negative. And clearly in this example, we've just joined a business, so it's super positive. We want to impress our peers, we've got the job of our dreams, so our attitude is sky high. And as a result, if you times 5, times 10, times 10, we get 500 as a score. Great score. On the other hand, if you're 2 years into a role and you've got 10 out of 10 for knowledge, you know everything there is to know about the product, you could even still be putting in all the phone calls you need, but if your attitude is sort of a negative attitude because you're finding the role a bit mundane, the result will always be negative, no matter how high the first 2 are. And so that's why I say to my guys and girls when they join, it doesn't matter how much you know, if you come into work with a negative attitude, just don't pick up the phone, because you're going to do more harm than good, literally, and this shows why. We all know that the lion is the king of the jungle, but the lion isn't the smartest nor the fastest animal in the jungle, but it has the most killer instinct and attitude, and that's why all the other animals respect. So you need to have that lion attitude every time you come into work, and I hope that this formula for success by Dr Inamori has helped you. Please share it if you think it can help somebody else, and please make sure you follow us for next week's tips and tricks. Thank you for stopping by. Have a great day.